Dear players, this is Glitch. Welcome to Obvious Adventures. Today we're going to play the Stanley Parable. And this is just a demo. The actual game is really awesome, but it costs too much, so I haven't done it yet. I hope it's not going to take my recording bar away, or I won't be able to do this demo at all. This demo was created by Galactic Cafe. They do some awesome stuff, like the Stanley Parable. Options, video. There we go, now I can do this. Or not. Get in the demo. And yes, I actually know how to tie a tie. I'll do a video later about how to tie a tie. Because a lot of people I know don't know how. Let's do it a little quicker. And it just started thundering outside, so that's exciting. I'm gonna pause this until it's done loading. That was quick. Stanley Parable demonstration. The narrator on this game is just wonderful. I love his voice. Stanley Parable demonstration this way. But what's that way? Nothing. Okay. Oh, it's too fast. Sorry, I'm moving hyperactively. I might need to make this a little less sensitive.
Welcome to the Stanley Parable demonstration. Your number is 28. When your number is displayed, please enter the demonstration room. Thank you, and have a pleasant demonstration.
28. Where's the Oh, it already is at 28. Okay, so I can just march on in. Hey, you close behind me! Waiting room. Please wait for your number, then enter. Thank you. Okay. Should I wait for my number or just barge in? Let's just barge in. Former famous demos.
Oh, hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Stanley Parable live demonstration. It will be my pleasure to guide you through this sneak peek at what to expect in the Stanley Parable. A tease, just enough to leave you hungry for more. How exciting. Can't you just feel that nervous tension? The looming uncertainty? Why don't we drink in the anticipation for a moment, just for 20 minutes or so?
No.
Please, for just 20 minutes, don't move or act in any way. Simply remain motionless and let the thrill of demoing the Stanley Parable wash over you. Oh, I get it. You're too anxious. You can barely hold still. Well,
That's
tell you
right.
what. I think we should walk off that nervous energy before getting the demo underway. Here, why don't I take you on a little tour of the facility and show you how we make a demonstration for a game like the Stanley Parable.
Cool.
This is where I and the other proctors have been working meticulously to construct a demo that explains clearly and concisely exactly what the Stanley Parable is, how it plays, and why you should spend real-world money on the main game. Video game demonstrations are tricky, and without the proper technology, you run the risk of the player having no idea what to expect in the full version.
That's so cool. Oops. Demo. Can I go through this door? Okay. I guess I could have walked while he was talking then, huh?
Here is one such technology. These buttons are meant to convey the meaning of choice and the impact of the decisions you make. After all, choices carry tremendous meaning and consequence. Didn't you know that? Go ahead. Why don't you try picking one of these buttons to press, and we'll see what your choice says about you. How fascinating. Did you know that 94% of all people who select that particular button are sexual predators? You see, our choices really do illuminate the very intangible nature of our minds and souls. Pervert.
How dare you! I am not a predator! You don't call me a pervert. You're the pervert. Can't even walk straight.
Okay, what else can I show you then? This place is the buffalo of game design. Nothing is wasted.
Emotion boosts. Cool.
Now, here's what we use to convey story. These booths convert text from a story into raw emotion. Go ahead, step into one of them and feel the sheer power of narrative exposition.
I have to choose between these two. Okay, what are they? Discovery and despair. Discovery.
Was though, and within the shame he carried that ocean breeze did drift, the fierceness of the tides, the inevitable collapse of their kingdoms, washed
Unremarkable.
ashore, bereft of shame, martyrs devoid of a
Sneezing
cause,
yourself to
ripping and tearing at the
Leftovers.
eternal seams.
Eternal
A vessel
guilt.
without a captain, carrying itself like plastic in the wind, hinting at a purpose that was truer
Only
in
the
some
moon.
distant memory,
Falling
if only it
twice.
could decipher through time's veneer whose memory it wanted to be.
That was cool. How about despair?
Where did these cliffs go? These crags that we stood upon, they shielded us from our own ignorance, spoke
Okay,
coddling words and wrapped our vulnerabilities in a woolen cloth that so many times I tried to set aflame. If I knew these comforts now, would their fibers be any more sensitive to the heat of my touch?
Screwy.
Perhaps it was the cold I desired most of all. That empress to whom my flesh was always invisible. A hammock for the bones, waiting to be touched and to be known.
That is so cool. How about one of these? How about happiness? I would like happiness, please. I don't get any happiness.
Oh, you went in both booths? Oh, how vulnerable of you. If at any point during the demo you need to cry, just let me know and we can take a minute. This device tells you whether or not you're inside a video game demonstration.
Nothing in this room will kill
Somewhere
you.
around here, there's also a device that tells you whether or not you're inside a device that tells you whether or not you're inside a video game demonstration.
I like that. Wall technology.
Now, I think you'll find this through. Go ahead. Give it a shot.
A wall that I can walk through. Sorry, it cut off.
Oh. Guess it's still in development. Right. Okay, moving along.
I really want to walk through the wall.
How's the anticipation? Still feeling it?
What's down here? Isolation chamber. I can't go in the isolation chamber. Okay, art. Important rules for properly administering demonstration. Get right to gameplay. Give a brief summary of the game's plot rather than full explanation. Hint at the first boss, but don't give exactly who it is. Make all cutscenes skippable. The match should last exactly 8 minutes. Players should not be confused. Well, you're doing a lousy job then. I'm very confused. But I've seen the actual game. It's a really cool game. You should probably see Jacksepticeye or Markiplier's versions. I don't want to exit. I don't want to exit.
Now this room is perhaps the most important you'll encounter in the demo. This is where we determine whether or not the demo has been effective. Whether it's conveyed the wit... No! What are you doing? You can't make that decision yet. You haven't played the demo. We've put so much work into this demonstration. Wouldn't it be a shame if you rushed right into making a purchasing decision without savoring it first? Let this one simmer. You'll have plenty of time to decide later.
I'm not ready to exit the demo. I don't want to exit.
And there you have it. Everything you need to know about how video game demos are made. However, it's still important that we address safety concerns. Please closely observe the following possible negative side effects of playing the Stanley Parable. If you agree to be held 100%
yelling constantly, never stopping, and
for
shaking
any
and
and all
growling,
injury or
generally.
long-term
Being a
damage,
dick,
mental,
being out
physical,
the sun,
or otherwise,
coming
that
the
may
sun.
occur while playing the demo, please do not press
Coming
the
up
large
super
red
quickly.
glowing disagree button at this time. Nothing? No objections? You're quite sure about that? Well, all right then. In the event that you do experience one or all of the previously listed symptoms, let's establish a signal for you to convey to me that you wish the demonstration to be terminated. Please step into the dance perimeter. Please perform a dance. Your dance has been recorded. In the event that you feel confused or disoriented by anything you see inside the demo, perform that dance and I will terminate the demo immediately. Right. All preparations have been made. It is time at last. Are you prepared for the Stanley Parable?
This is so awesome. I became the sun. Dude, I became the sun. I'm shiny.
Oh wait, what? What are we doing here?
Welcome to the
Did we not-
Stanley Parable demonstration. Your number is 29. When your number is displayed, please enter the demonstration room. Thank you, and have a pleasant demonstration.
Okay, I'm lost. Let's just get back to the green room and start the demo again. I must have done something wrong the first time.
Stop texting me, person. This is an awesome game.
Okay, here we go. The Stanley Parable Demo, Take 2. Finding the demo, learning exactly what the Stanley Parable is. Here it comes.
This is basically how the game is, too. Oops.
Oh, wait, what's this?
8. 8.
Wait.
8.
This is all wrong. This isn't the Stanley Parable. This is a game where you press a button and it says 8. Not only is the Stanley Parable not a game about continuously pressing the number 8, I can guarantee that this button does not appear anywhere in the main game. Why is it here instead of the demo for the Stanley Parable? Where did the demo go? There was an actual demo here before. Something has gone wrong. It's all gone horribly wrong. We need to get you out of here before you start forming impressions of the Stanley Parable based on whatever the hell this 8 game is. We need to get up. We need to start over. You mustn't stay here another minute. Out. Go.
8. 8.
I'll leave it a minute.
I think perhaps you've misunderstood me, so let me reiterate as clearly as I can. This is not the Stanley Parable. What you are doing is pushing a button over and over that does nothing but speak the word 8. Has that gotten through?
8.
You may be continuing to press this button under the impression you're playing the Stanley Parable right now. An assumption that is, I should remind you again, entirely erroneous.
8. 8.
Doesn't even make sense. Why would I have gone to all of this elaborate setup just to demonstrate a game that doesn't do a single thing except repeat the word 8? The waiting room, the green room, the tour of the facility, all of that for no reason other than to contextualize and build up this particular game. Why? What about this game deserves any of that time and attention? Are you seeing something in it that I'm not?
8. 8. 8.
Okay, here's the deal. It isn't possible that you still think this is the Stanley Parable. I've restated the fact too many times, which means that you are now consciously choosing to delay the actual demo as long as possible. Is that it? Are you afraid of the Stanley Parable? I suppose another possibility is that you can't hear me because you're playing with the sound off. In which case, what are you even getting out of this 8 game in the first place? This scenario is perhaps even more concerning.
Alright, we'll go now. Where do I go?
Oh goodness, finally. Now, let's get back to business and start this demo over from the top.
Doors just automatically close behind you, apparently.
Welcome to the Stanley Parable
yes, we had it all the
demonstration.
first time.
Your number is 30. When your number is displayed, please enter the demonstration room. Thank you, and have a pleasant demonstration.
Alright, do I go out here?
Okay, now let's take a minute to get something straight here. When you sit down to play this demo, you are assuming an amount of responsibility for its outcome. Now, I can't say for certain whether you caused us to encounter the 8 game rather than the Stanley Parable, but I think it's a pretty safe assumption that you had something to do with it. At this time, please take a minute to think about all of the mistakes you've made in playing this demonstration, as well as your lack of respect for demo taking in general. wonderful. I could really feel the introspection on my
I'm gonna be right back in just a
Now that
minute.
we're
It was pouring rain and I had to let the dogs in, so sorry. Where's
I
the
feel
demo?
ready to attempt the demonstration once more. In this third attempt, we shall truly come to understand the meaning of the Stanley Parable. Let the demonstration begin.
I wonder what would happen if I just stood there.
What? No, it can't be over yet. You didn't see anything. Everything that was supposed to demonstrate why the Stanley Parable is a quality experience worth your time and money. It was here somewhere, I'm sure of it. Oh, no.
The narrator himself.
We have to get out of here. We have to find something for you to do, anything. The demo cannot end like this. Hurry, this way. Okay, yes. This is new. This is different. Surely there must be a game somewhere in here. Okay. Oh, how about this cup? Yes, go pick up the cup. All right, now put it, in the bin. You did it! You won! You know what you get for winning? An achievement. Wow, the Stanley Parable just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, cool, I
In
did
fact,
get an achievement.
Let me take a little survey of your experience. Based on what you've played so far, would you purchase the Stanley Parable?
I'm on fire,
You
someone called for help.
responded,
What a clear and straightforward demonstration of the merits of the Stanley Parable. I am convinced of the quality of the full game.
Incredible. You really do get it. You understand. Oh, I was so worried. I just wanted you to know what I see in the Stanley Parable. What I think makes it, well, special. It's so very difficult to put into words. Oh, we're all beyond that now, aren't we? Come along. Let's get to the end and the final choice.
Oh, I love that everything's
Ending,
here.
where are you? Where are you?
Everything that you see shows
This is
up
it.
again.
Yes, the end. Now, this is where we want the demo to be over. And I think it's time for you to log your final decision as to whether or not the Stanley Parable is any good. And it all comes to this. Please consider very carefully before answering. Much is at stake. Is it working? Are you sure? You sure you pressed the button? What? No, we finished the demo. Did it start again? Hello? Is anyone there? They already finished. They said they liked it. I need someone to stop the demo. Hello? We need to go back. We need to get out of here.
He sounds like Meldrew from One Foot in the Grave.
Oh no, what's going on? Where is everyone? Okay, over to the left, down this way.
Where? Over to the left. Oh, this way.
Oh, nice and quiet. Finally. Well, I suppose we can both agree that I failed, haven't I? My job was to be a teacher, and I so badly wanted to teach you exactly what the Stanley Parable is supposed to be, but somehow I couldn't. Well, at any rate, I don't know if I care for the Stanley Parable anymore. Do you think any of this is actually in the main game? Honestly, I doubt it. What would that even look like? No, I think I've had enough of it. No more doors, no more demonstrations, no more
Aww.
endings. That's the other problem with this game. There's too many bloody endings. I'm sick of them. How can one game end so many times? It doesn't make sense.
There's about 30 or more different
At the beginning
endings.
of the demonstration, that was lovely. No concerns about where it was all going. No confusion. Just a blank slate. Yes, that's what I want. A game of beginnings. Hey, do you remember, just a few minutes ago, when we met for the first time, and I showed you the technology used to make the demo, because I thought there actually was a demo. Oh, we were so naive back then. How little we knew of the
Hey,
world. And then when we ended up back in the waiting room, even though you'd already done that before, yes, it's all so fresh in my memory. They were such wonderful moments. Oh, and then when we played the game with the cup and you won, and then we kept wandering and we ended up in a stairwell somewhere and we just kept climbing and climbing, flight after flight after flight. I thought they would never end. And then we were on some kind of catwalk. I didn't have any idea
this
what
is
was
from the
down
real
there.
game.
Did you? And we just kept going and we found that elevator and it said escape on it. We talked about it for a while, about how we couldn't possibly know whether this was really an escape, but that it seemed worth a try. At the very least, it would be an adventure. So we got inside and we rode the elevator up and up and up. We had some sense that the end was coming, but we couldn't possibly know when. And then after so long, it finally stopped, and we stepped out into the lush outdoors, the trees, the wildlife, the sun rising on a new and glorious path. Freedom. We were free. There was nothing to think, nothing to know. Simply us being right there in that moment. Wasn't it so beautiful? Wasn't that moment so singularly, piercingly beautiful?
It was.
We were free.
Oh, this is the real game. My eyesight went black. This is so awesome! Alright, that is the best thing on earth. And it's been out for a while. I think it's about $19, maybe $20. I'm not sure how much it is anymore. But it's a really awesome game, and I'm glad that we got to play this together. I'm going to try to get the full version sometime soon. But I'm glad we could share this. And, you know, on my Facebook page, I finally have a Facebook page where you can like and dislike things. So tell me what you think of this game, and if I should go ahead and get the full version. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time. Bye!